everybody, Bridger Brigade here, and I actually want to talk to you guys about an anime called Ascendance of a Bookworm. And it's a really nice anime, and it kind of hits close to me at least, because it has always been an anime that it's been an anime that relates to me because I read a lot of books. As you could tell from behind me, I read a lot of books. Don't mind the disinfectant. Don't really don't mind it at all. So I looked up the synopsis of it, so you guys have a better understanding from what this anime was, and I'm reading it off the synopsis that the wiki has put up on Google. So here it is. Ascendance of a Bookworm, also known as Honzuki no Gecko Gujo. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, for those who are actually fluent in Japanese, I'm really sorry. Uh, Story centers around Urano, a young Japanese soon-to-be librarian who dies in an earthquake. Luckily, she gets reincarnated in another world as a young girl named Mine, but learns that books are scarce and only provided to prestigious elites, which sucks. But during the time of Mine's youth, though, she figures out how to make cheap paper. She has a goal to be a merchant who sells books that she writes, and it's flipping amazing. It's flipping amazing to see her go through this whole process of elimination of how to properly make books, and she tries to learn of different ways to make the paper necessary for the books, or the like different kinds of things to actually make it into books. She decides to go through papyrus, I would say clay slabs, all whatever was part of like the history in the past, uh, as a thing where you have to read on those things. She had thought of hello. However, as time went on, she learned how to make an all-in-one shampoo. She learned how she had taught her mom how to put the right kinds of seasoning in the right food. Um, and like in this new world she went into, she had learned how to make pound cake, like all this stuff, and then she was working with this merchant. But then as time got closer, she ended up getting her baptism at church. It's like this huge thing where baptisms kind of like made you an adult at the age of like 7 or 8, and it's okay, but like really. And then, however, the story goes into her meeting the priest and just figuring out everything, like making a deal with them, and just being able to figure out why she was so sick. And she was also like she had like this thing called the devouring, where it's kind of like a mana based sickness where you could get fevers from the sickness and it's hard to control, and a lot of kids die young from the sickness. So, however, she finds a way to make a deal with the church. Excuse me, so to um, be able to still have a decently average life while using some of the items that would help control or maintain said devouring. So not as many like fevers and being in bed. She's still gonna be fragile though, and there's going to be there's claims that there's going to be a season 2, which I am going to be watching if it ever comes back on. If it ever gets back on, I will binge watch that. Since considering there's still a thing called Still a thing called the coronavirus. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get paid for this video. Don't really care. I still haven't hit the monetization thing, so yeah. If I were to rate this anime so far just by the one season alone, I would rate this for like 4.5 out of 5. The half star only been knocked out because because of the whole devouring thing, and I felt pretty bad for the girl character in this situation. But yeah, yeah, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So anyway, I hope you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I'll be putting up review videos every Monday to Friday and do the live stream playthrough every Sunday to Wednesday. So you'll be able to see that going on even more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.